Hi, this is Donna, and this is my chocolate chip cookie recipe. Okay, so this is how I make my chocolate chip cookies. You'll need 2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1 cup of brown sugar, half a cup is light brown sugar, and half a cup is dark brown sugar, 1 cup of granulated white sugar, 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. You can also substitute that for imitation. 2 large eggs, also at room temperature. Then you'll need 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of sea salt. You also need 2 cups of chocolate chips. I use Nestle brand from Costco. 3 cups of all-purpose flour. For tools, I use measurement cups, a melon scooper, a silicone spatula, and then I also use a KitchenAid stand mixer. So now that our butter is at room temperature, I'm going to put it into the stand mixer and cream the butter until it's smooth out. After a couple minutes, I'll use the spatula and scrape down the sides to make sure everything gets creamed in together. Okay, so now that that's looking pretty good, I added in the white granulated sugar. I scrape down the sides and then keep on mixing it up. And then I'm going to add in the brown sugar. There's a little bit of extra granulated sugar that I didn't grab from the other cup. And then again, I'm going to scrape down the sides and continue mixing. Okay, so next step is adding in the 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and then adding in the 2 large eggs. Okay, and then in our dry ingredients, we have our 3 cups of flour, our baking soda, baking powder, and our sea salt. I'm going to combine them all into one bowl, give it a good stir, and then turn on the mixer again and slowly add in half a cup of the dry ingredients at a time. Halfway through, I'll scrape down the sides to make sure everything is getting incorporated. Okay, once I have all the dry ingredients in, I'm going to give it one good scrape on the sides to make sure I got everything. And then I'm going to grab my 2 cups of chocolate chips. I'm going to pour in a little bit at a time and then save just a little bit at the end. And then scrape down all the cookie dough that's left up on the mixer. Using my melon scooper, I'm taking a heaping scoop of cookie dough, laying it on a parchment sheet on my pan. So I have 12 cookies I can fit. This recipe makes 3 dozen, by the way. I'm going to put the cookie dough tray into the fridge. I'm going to set my oven to convection bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. While that's preheating, I'm using a freezer Ziploc bag I'm using my melon scooper to scoop in the cookie dough and laying it a 4x3 just so that I can break these apart and pop them into the oven next time I want cookies again. And with the last couple scoops of cookie dough, I added in the leftover chocolate chips that I had left over from the 2 cups originally. Mixed it around and then scooped the rest. I just added a little bit more cookie dough to some of the pre-shaped cookies that were looking a little small. So now I can put these into a refrigerator or even freeze them until next time. So now that our oven is already at 375 degrees, I'm going to change it to back down to 350, pop in my cookie sheet tray, and bake it for 12 minutes. Now the 12 minutes varies between everybody's oven, so maybe you might have to cook it a little bit longer, maybe by 2 or 3 minutes, just until the cookies are starting to brown. Then you can take them out. These are what my cookies look like. They look and taste really good. I hope that you'll try out my recipe and like it as much as I do. Thanks for watching. Bye!